Voters are at the polls all around Beaufort County, but well, especially here on Hilton Head Island will be our focus for the next few minutes. They are there to elect the successor to this man, John McCann, who has closing out for now his service as mayor and as councilman before that. You have said goodbye to the staff. You have kind of done those things. You really sure you want to go? It's a little late, but...
Oh, we have a write-in campaign. It's MCCANN.
Don't start that.
No, today is election.
Talk about this.
Today is election day,
Yeah.
and a great deal of the voting went on the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
A tremendous amount of early voting out there. They got some good candidates for mayor, some interesting races for the council people, and it will all be well.
What's on the plate of the next administration? What have you left for them to do that's going to be something you're going to be watching?
Well, it's the completion of the corridor and the bridge. It's workforce housing. But it's a thought as, what do you want the town really to look like? What do you want Hilton Head to look like in the future? I mean, you can't just fix it up.
Right.
It has to be improvements somewhere along the way that people will think it's Hilton Head been in a better stage of it.
Do you think you leave it better than you found it?
Yes, I did.
What do you think special, what would you look back on and say, I got that done and I'm happy?
Well, we got through the pandemic with very little problem. The only thing in the pandemic that disappointed me is that I thought it would have brought us all together and there'd be less of this problem of civility that we have today. We hired a great town manager, and that moved us along. And the staff has really been good. I talked to the staff this morning. The staff has really been good at what we're doing. What has to be done is, someone has to look at it and say, we're not going to fill up potholes or build housing. What do we want housing to look like? What do we want the island to look like? Do we want to discourage short-term rentals? Do we want to make a ban on housing somewhere along the way? What do we have to do that will make us relevant in the future?
What do you want to see done? Now, as a citizen, as John McCann citizen, where do you fall on all that?
Well, I think that the park in Northridge will be a big thing. I mean, it's already started to show dividends with Port Royal Plaza there. I'd like to see the people get more involved. Not the same old, but the rank and file people, the people behind the gates, not behind the gates. I like to listen and see their opinions of what they want done.
I would imagine over the last 14 years, you've seen a lot of the same people at council meetings all the time.
Absolutely.
Whether you were mayor or councilman, you want to see more involvement from different people.
I do.
Okay.
I think when we're ready to do some housing and everything, we got to go out with a referendum to the people as to what they want and what they don't want along the way. I think it's their future. It's theirs. It's not just the 7 people that are on the council, and that worries me.
Personally, what are you going to do? You've still got a lot to give the town, a lot to give the area, the region. We can't elect you king. You probably thought that might be a possibility, but that's not going to happen. So what do you want to do for the next few years?
I'm going to be a roving reporter for HHI.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out and interview the man in the street, see what he would like to have done with Hilton Head Island, and have my show every Wednesday afternoon to listen to the people.
Careful what you wish for. Careful what you wish for. Anything you didn't get done that you said, boy, we didn't get it, that didn't get done, and I wanted it to.
Housing is an issue. I talked to Lisa Sulka this morning, and we talked about maybe we should be building some housing in Bluffton and building a transportation system to come here. Everything doesn't have to be built on Hilton Head. We talked about that this morning, about a housing authority this morning. So I'm still involved in the talks with them.
Was she receptive to that?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
The advantage of being with Lisa and Harry is that we've developed a 4-year relationship. And we've got
Harry being Harry
Williams
in
Hardyville,
yeah. Okay.
We've developed a 4-year relationship to get business licensing changed, a couple other things changed. And unless you work with Hardyville and Bluffton, Hilton Head by its own will never survive. Because unless you know what they're doing, you'll never know what you fully need here. Harry's building 40,000 new homes over the next 5 years. Now, Harry will definitely affect the roads, he'll definitely affect our beaches, he'll definitely affect a lot of things. But unless you know what they're doing, what they're planning, you're out there by yourself. So being in a relationship with them is really a good thing. And they've been good friends over the period of time.
Okay. You will not be by yourself over the next few years. You'll be at Yankee Stadium and all kinds of other great places.
I'm going to hang out with you, being your own.
And then hang out with me. That'll work.
Okay.
Thanks so much for
Thank
all
you.
the time, for
Thank
all
you. I appreciate it.
over the last few years. And we hope the next administration is as cooperative as yours has been. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. The mayor, John McCann, giving it up over the next few weeks. We'll have a new mayor, and hopefully we'll be introducing you to that person soon. Up next, we're going to talk a little high school football. Stay with us.